For years, Oliver had lived a modern life full of convenience. His smartphone reminded him of meetings, his coffee machine brewed automatically, and even his robot vacuum cleaned while he watched TV. Everything was fast, easy, and comfortable. Yet sometimes he felt strangely empty, like something was missing. One evening after work, the power went out. The city went dark, silent, and still. Without internet or light, Oliver lit an old candle he found in a drawer. Its soft flame filled his apartment with a warm glow. Out of boredom, he opened a dusty box from his childhood and found his grandfather's wood-carving tools, old knives and blocks of pine wood. He smiled, remembering the afternoons when he and his grandfather would carve tiny animals together. He picked up one tool and tried carving again, though his hands felt awkward. The first cuts were rough, the shape uneven. But slowly, he felt something wake up inside him. A quiet joy he hadn't felt in years. The smell of wood, the rhythm of carving. It was peaceful, simple, real. That night, Oliver realized how much he had forgotten. He could type 100 words per minute, but couldn't fix a chair leg. He could order dinner with one click, but didn't remember how to cook from scratch. The next morning, as the lights came back on, he looked at his small wooden bird and whispered, "I think I've been living too easily." Oliver decided to take a weekend challenge. No screens, no shortcuts, only his own hands. He started small, cooking a meal without delivery apps or pre-made sauces. It was harder than expected. He burned the onions twice, spilled flour on the floor, and ended up laughing at himself. Still, when he finally tasted his homemade soup, it was delicious, not perfect, but honest. The next day, he repaired a broken chair instead of throwing it away. He watched old workshop videos, learned how to sand wood, and used glue and nails with care. When he finished, the chair stood firm again, and so did his confidence. In the evenings, he started drawing, writing letters, and even learning how to grow herbs on his balcony. He discovered that using his hands made his mind calmer. It wasn't about saving money or rejecting technology. It was about feeling connected to what he created. One day, his friend Lena visited. "Why are you living like it's 1990? She teased. Oliver laughed. "Because my brain needs a break from Wi-Fi." He showed her the wooden bird, the fixed chair, and the small pots of basil. She smiled softly. "Maybe I need this too," she said. Slowly, more of his friends joined. They spent weekends together baking bread, painting, and fixing old furniture. What began as a small personal experiment turned into a quiet movement, a return to human touch in a digital world. Months later, Oliver's apartment looked different. Not richer, but more alive. The shelves held books, handmade crafts, and small tools instead of gadgets. He still used his phone and laptop, but more intentionally. Technology became a tool again, not a master. One evening, while teaching Lena how to carve her first wooden leaf, Oliver realized he wasn't just rediscovering old skills. He was rediscovering himself. His patience had grown, His focus deepened, and his hands no longer shook when he created. He posted photos of his wooden art online, not for likes, but to inspire others. The response was overwhelming. Thousands of comments from people tired of their digital routine, wanting to reconnect with something real. Oliver started hosting small workshops called Handmade Evenings, where people came together to learn simple crafts. No phones were allowed. The air was full of laughter, concentration, and the smell of sawdust and tea. Everyone left smiling, their fingers stained with paint or glue, proud of something they had made themselves. Looking at the group, Oliver thought, maybe modern life isn't the enemy. We just forgot how to live slowly. He learned that rediscovering lost skills wasn't about rejecting progress. It was about rebalancing it. Technology could light the path, but the hands still had to build the journey. That night, as he placed another small wooden bird on his shelf, Oliver whispered, "Not everything needs to be faster. Some things are beautiful only when they take time."